Mercedes join McLaren and Williams racing with a sneak peek into 2022. Mercedes have given fans a sneak peek of George Russell's new livery as teams start the countdown to the 2022 season, with McLaren and Williams also sharing what can be expected when the new cars hit the track. This year, F1 will introduce its new regulations, with teams exploring new aerodynamic concepts as well as cars yielding 18-inch tires in 2022. The new regulations have been introduced to shake up the championship and encourage more exciting racing, with the cars designed around ground effect aerodynamics, fitted with the heavier, wider tires. Teams have also had to contend with a smaller budget cap of $140 million, £103.3 million, in 2022 too, which could lead to huge limitations for teams for aerodynamic testing and financial concerns. Mercedes and Red Bull were in a league of their own in the final season under the turbo hybrid regulations as the championship went down to the final lap of the last race of the season as Max Verstappen was crowned champion after a controversial end. Before that, Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes dominated the championship, winning 8 consecutive constructor titles since 2014, with the Briton only beaten in 2016 by his teammate at the time Nico Rosberg. Formula One presented a model in the paddock during the British Grand Prix weekend, with clear visual changes to the car's exterior, but no teams have yet to set a launch date for the unveiling of machinery. Russell steps up from Mercedes and will partner Hamilton next season in his first full season alongside the Silver Arrows. After trying out the new 18-inch tires at the end of the season, Russell says the simulator suggested there won't be many changes for him as a driver next season. "I've driven a version in the simulator so far, not the 2022 car," he said. A version of which we assume roughly where it's going to go. "It's just going to be another racing car. It'll be different, but it's the same transition as from Formula 4 to Formula 3, from Formula 3 to Formula 2, and then to Formula 1. As a driver, you learn to adapt. You will get used to it. Like on a racing weekend, when it's sometimes warmer, sometimes windier." MC Lauren and Williams also teased part of their new liveries, with the Oxford-based team tweeting, "Who's looking forward to seeing the new liveries before the start of the season?" McLaren meanwhile posted an ambiguous picture with the message, "New year, new chassis." Mercedes meanwhile have teased 2 images of their new livery, with some suggestions it could revert back to silver after 2 years black. The Silver Arrows switched to the striking black livery after a heavily delayed 2020 season due to the COVID-19 pandemic, but with elements of the traditional racing silver visible on the car, with AMG proudly presented on the engine cover. The team said it was a continued sign of their commitment to improving diversity and inclusion within Mercedes, and the sport as a whole, something their driver Hamilton is a fierce advocate for.